Action.
Hey YouTube, it's Pavlov and Tripod.
Hey guys.
So this is our appreciation video. Gavkoo started it. It's for the Lazy Spoiled Kitty, tuffthumbz, and Gavkoo. We're supposed to say if we've learned anything from their videos and talk about everything they've done for us. And they've done a lot for us, so we'll start with the Lazy Spoiled Kitty. Tripod. Wanted to talk about him first.
Well, first of all, the Lazy Spoiled Kitty, he gave me my nickname.
The Tripod.
The Tripod. And teasing Keith about, teasing Pav how he needed to buy a tripod and let his wife have a life.
Well, no, yeah, he said he didn't call you a cameraman. He called you a tripod.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a translation error or something, because he mentioned something about your cameraman did good work, but he said your tripod did good work.
Yeah, your tripod did good work.
And it's stuck ever since.
Yep, ever since. And I thought it was funny. I didn't take it as he was, being mean or degrading. I thought it was cute and funny. And so I've just, held on to that since. And I don't mind. I don't mind people calling me tripod, even though there's a really derogatory thing for a tripod, with the man's ding-a-ling. But I don't take it that way. And I really like my nickname, so I don't care what other people think. And every time someone calls me tripod, now they'll know where it came from. It was all the Lazy Spoiled Kitty.
Yep. And in fact, he's been talking with us ever since we started. He's kind of encouraged us to keep going and making videos because a lot of knife channels on YouTube, they can go out and buy the 3 newest knives that come out no matter what they cost. But the Lazy Spoiled Kitty, he gets a new knife every once in a while, has to save up or sell different stuff.
Just like us.
He's kind of in the same price range. And right now he's struggling to make his own knives, and he's saving up for a Dremel.
Gavkoo.
No, Gavkoo already makes his own knives. Oh. He's got the tools, but the Lazy Spoiled Kitty, he's making a forge out of a grill and a hair dryer.
Wow.
He's really sticking to making his own knives.
He's very creative, huh?
He's not getting discouraged. Even though he can't go right out and buy everything to make a knife, he's still sticking with it and he made a knife, and he's working on another one, so
you go with your badass.
He's really encouraging, and you gotta love that accent.
Oh yeah. And he's nice.
He's the only Polish guy I watch.
And then on my birthday, he was the very first person to turn in a video. It was like Keith put the video up, and boom, he had his video there for me singing, and and that was such a hard time in my life. It was amazing.
Yeah, for Tripod's birthday, she was in the hospital, gonna have surgery, and I
had just come home from the hospital after having major surgery and could hardly move.
Yeah, the Lazy Spoiled Kitty, he sang happy birthday for her, so we'll always appreciate that.
He's a great guy. He's one of those guys that just make you feel really good about yourself when you talk to him. And
he's so happy to get any little knife, like if it's a quarter, his famous quarter knives. Any little knife, he's happy just to have it. If it's a fake knife or a copy, he doesn't care. He finds the good in every knife. The very first contest Pav won was the Lazy Spoiled Kitties. And that's where he won this catbird. And it was so funny. We're watching the winning. You knew the name. We were watching the winners video, and they announced 3rd place and 2nd place, and I'm standing there crossing my fingers because he wanted this knife so bad. And I'm like, please let it be Pav. Please, 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 please. And they called his name. And he sat there for a second like, huh? And then he's like, oh my gosh, I won it. It's mine. It's mine. He's like a little girl. Well, not in that girly voice, but... Yes, it was. It so was in that girly voice. Well, the thing... And look at how well he's taking care of this knife. He loves it. That's the one that blew through the bed here, too. Yeah, this is the one that cut through my brand new bed, by the way, so you're lucky I don't beat your ass, Lazy Spoiled Kitty. All by itself. But when I went to go, I had some money to buy a new knife, and these were all over the place for $20, and then I went to buy it, and they went up to $30, and I didn't have enough money, and I collect bird knives, and I won the contest for this, so that was extra special.
And it made his day, let me tell you. He was so happy.
So, okay,
finally win.
We'll go to...
Tuffthumbz?
Tuffthumbz next.
Tuffthumbz, I've learned a couple things from him. And one of them I learned from his girlfriend. I watched a video on his girlfriend about a knife she carried. It was a knife kind of like this. It was, you know, it wasn't a folder. And...
Was that her?
Yeah.
Danger Digits?
Yeah.
Are you sure that was her?
Yes.
That was the top scalpel or whatever?
Yeah.
Top scalpel?
Yeah.
Street scalpel, there you go.
I don't know. Anyways.
What about it?
And she just, I don't know, she just showed me that it was okay for girls to carry knives, you know, that it didn't make me any less of a girl. And I just loved it. And I think she's great. And I don't know, something about that video made me be like, okay, I can carry a knife without looking stupid, you know? So... he taught me that. And he also, Tuffthumbz himself, he helped me fulfill a dream for my husband that...
Are you on something? I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm right on the knife. He helped me fulfill a dream for my husband that I wouldn't have been able to afford to do it through anybody but him. He really helped me out. And you guys have seen the video, and it was absolutely everything Pav could have ever wanted. And...
yeah, the anniversary surprise video, it's pretty cool. It's embarrassing a little bit, but...
it's not embarrassing, it's sweet.
My wife loves watching it over and over.
I do. And we couldn't have done it without him. He bought the knives so that Pav couldn't see, you know, that I had bought anything.
Yeah, he went to the trouble of getting them
If you don't quit interrupting me, I'm going to kick you.
Oh, hey.
He went through all the trouble of buying the knives so that Pav wouldn't know I bought them. He, you know, he did everything. He got them to me right on time. I mean, and he did an amazing job with them. He was so helpful. I appreciate it so much. And
I had to call him at weird times of the day.
I had to call him at funky times of the night, and he never cared. You know, he just went with it and did everything he could to help us out. So it was great. And like, I didn't know what kind of knives to get him. I didn't know what to buy him, and he actually picked out both of these knives. I just knew what he wanted in scales. I knew he liked this color, and I knew he wanted
Jade Ghost Green.
He wanted red and black, and I knew he wanted it all bumpy like this. That's all I know. And Tuffthumbz did the rest, and he did an amazing job.
Yeah, Tuffthumbz. You know, I watch all his videos and dream of having one of them. I was trying to figure out the cheapest knife I could buy to get pimped for the cheapest price. And I never dreamed to have two really nice ones from him. And I would watch his videos, always comment on his videos.
He actually commented on these two knives on his videos.
Yeah, I did. I didn't even know they were mine. But yeah, so, you know, I was always... because Tuffthumbz, he does excellent work, you know, they're masterpieces. And he helped my wife get these for me, so I'll always appreciate that. Tuffthumbz. So.
And every time he uses these knives, you know, he thinks about, you know, wow, they pulled this off together, you know, look what this guy did for me.
Yeah. And from what my wife said, well, I talked to him on the phone too, he sounds exactly the same as on the video. Yeah.
Identical. There's no difference in his voices.
Nope.
You know, the camera voice to the phone voice, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, same thing. So that's cool.
So he's a great guy. And he's another one that kind of teaches you that if you want something, you can do it if you just believe in yourself.
Yeah,
look at what he's done.
Yeah, he's living the dream.
Right, you know, he wants to do this, and he pulled it off.
He's still working hard to live the dream, but yeah. He's getting there.
But he's also showing us that if you work hard enough, you can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great guy, and I don't know, he's doing it. He should be very proud of himself.
That's a big thank you all on its own. And then we get to Gavkoo himself.
And then there's Gav.
Gav.
There's so much you could say about Gav.
Well, one of his videos taught me... Oh, the Lazy Spoiled Kitty, for one of his little videos, I got to play with fire with a cotton ball. He said, make a fire, do push-ups, or do something else. And I made a fire. It was fun to get out and, you know, make a fire. I hadn't done that in a long time, so... the Lazy Spoiled Kitty helped me do that. But Gavkoo actually taught me to convex a knife. And I did that with this really quick. Can you see the edge, or do I need to move it?
Let it go. Just
go
lay
ahead
it down.
and you move it. Yeah. And I did a good job. And I needed to learn how to convex a knife. When Gavkoo, he first started out, he was making like little neck knives out of a machete, pieces of machete, cold steel machetes for the steel. And he made a couple widget dashies or whatever. He started with the smaller knives like this. And I saw this one and had to pick it up. So I needed to learn how to sharpen this convex edge. He calls it a convex scandy grind. So I needed to know how to resharpen it. And I watched his videos and I learned how to convex an edge from Gavkoo.
Hey, did Gav ever make one of those hatchet style knives that you showed for his contest?
Not
that
yet.
You designed? That would be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we could pay
That'd
for
be
him
cool.
to make one of them.
Probably. I'm sure you'd be glad. Also, just as a pure surprise, we talk now and then, but
Hold on. Where's my little red knife from Gav that you've got in your knives? When Gav
show him
sent
this though.
when Gav sent Pav this knife right here, when we bought this knife, sweet Gav, he's so sweet. He made sure he didn't leave me out. And he sent me my own personal little... Do you mind? Can I have
You
it?
gotta wipe it off. There.
I know. My own little knife. See?
Kershaw Little Lockback is what it's called.
Tiny little... Perfect for my tiny little hands.
You can see the lock bar in there. It's a really nice knife.
It's very nice.
Comes razor sharp.
I have yet to be able to use it. Pav has stolen it from me. The minute I got it, he stole it.
You let me have it.
I didn't fight him, but because I knew he'd get more use out of it.
As long as I keep your fulcrum sharp, then
yes.
I get to play with this.
But my fulcrum is starting. The lock is going on it, so I don't think it's going to be
That's
safe
all right.
forever.
We'll find you a new one. The Tenacious, probably.
But he sent me that knife. He always
Yep.
makes sure to include me. He never leaves me out.
Yep, he's never left you out in the comments or
No.
through any of that. And out of the blue, one day he sends us a tripod.
Yep, we got this big old box, and we're like, who the hell ordered something from Amazon?
So my wife doesn't have to always, run the camera. She can be included.
I can be a part of it.
And we're still working on the setup. We still like this setup.
Just
the
because
best.
of where we film on our bed, but we're moving next month to Phoenix, so it'll be a lot easier for us to get a setup to where this tripod will work, so that I don't have to hold the camera. I can, do my own thing while we're shooting.
It'll probably help to have a spot to set it up and keep it set up.
Right.
An area for the knife reviews and videos.
Because we'll set it up where our computer is in our room, and we can just stay set up.
It's a beautiful tripod. I mean, he didn't just go out and buy any old thing.
He bought a nice one.
It's got the quick release, the dual bubbles to see if it's level. Everything's adjustable. It gets
stands really tall.
Even if my wife's in the hospital, then I can continue to make some videos or make
without
a video
it going
for
like
her.
this while he's trying to do his thing. You guys aren't getting sick.
Make some videos for her maybe and send them to her. And he just sent this. He didn't ask, and it was just a gift out of the blue for no reason. So.
And it made our day. It made us feel like, wow, this guy likes our videos, and it made us keep wanting to make more. These three guys seem to be the reason sometimes why we make them. Mm-hmm. They keep encouraging us. They keep telling us. And we're getting there. We're almost at 500 subscribers. We're moving along.
And then once I got this knife, I started to carry, I wanted to try another little fixed blade, so I got this. But the original sheath, the knife would cut into it. And Gavkoo, he had a Kydex sheath contest, and he picked a whole bunch of people, and you had to show what you wanted a Kydex sheath for, and he would pick, out of the videos who he wanted to make them for, and he made this sheath for me.
And he loves it.
He picked it out. The Kydex doesn't dull the edge. It's much better for the knife. Originally, I intended to just have the Kydex one as a backup when the original one breaks. But I'm not going back to the original because there's a whole bunch of little cuts down here. This has the thumb ramp The cuts would be here, babe. There you go.
Need a flashlight. There they are.
So that's actually dulling the knife. The reason I picked it was for the pocket clip, and Gav put a pocket clip on this sheath that actually sits better in my pocket. And it's got, this is the thumb ramp for the knife. See, I don't even want to put this back on here once to show you how it fit. But this one has the thumb release, just like this one. And it stays sharp in the Kydex. And it looks a hell of a lot better also. So Gav did that for me. And you know, he makes a business out of selling these. So he could have just had me buy one, you know. But he gave me that.
He's a great guy.
Yep.
And he's another one that shows you if you want to do something, just do it. Don't worry about what other people think or say. Just do what you got to do and enjoy it.
Tinkering with knives, making new ones, tweaking this, tweaking that.
I can guarantee if I ever go to New York City or New York State for anything, I'd be stopping by to see him. No doubt about it.
Yep. So all three of you guys.
And I think he offered to take us for pizza because that's Keith's favorite meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told us to come to Brooklyn because they have the best pizza in the world. So one of these days, Gav, when we are finally wealthy enough to go, we're going to go to New York City and you can take us out to pizza. Take us to the place where they make the best pizza and it's our treat.
And then the Lazy Spoiled Kitty, like I mentioned, he's not the kind of knife person that can go out and buy tons of knives every day, but he just reached 2,000 subs, so you know we can't go out and buy tons of knives right away, so that gives us, you know, our channel can grow really high and we don't have to, you know, I would if I could. That's nothing wrong with that. I love seeing new knives all the time. That's awesome.
We're just not able to do it.
I love seeing those. Like I asked those guys too, hey, can you pick up this, can you pick up that? Sometimes they do for me, you know. So, but yeah, so his channel is not the type with all that money, but he has 2,000 subs, so there's hope for small channels, big channels.
Yeah, I mean, he shows us that even though we can't go and get these new knives, you know, these expensive ones, that we still have a chance as a channel.
Yeah, originally.
And we're getting there. We're almost at 500.
Yeah, originally when I was first starting out, I'm like, man, how can I keep up with all these guys buying all these cool knives? And will we keep people interested? And, you know, what do we have to show
compared to these other people? But
and then Lazy Spoiled Kitty just kept making videos on whatever he had. He came up with new ideas.
But you know, the biggest thing Pav has to show is me. I'm the thing that keeps it interesting. I'm the part of the video that keeps people coming back.
What?
I'm your richest asset in your videos is me. I'm the reason people keep watching your videos.
Okay, but we're thinking 3 people. What do they have to do except for your nickname?
Yeah, the Lazy Spoiled Kitty. He kept telling me, you know, he made me feel like I was part of the gang.
Yeah, it encouraged her to, you know, stick around and continue helping me. And
yeah, it was kind of like, you know, sometimes guys are like...
She didn't feel unwanted.
Yeah, like, why is a chick included in this? This is a man's thing. What's that chick doing here?
Believe me, there's been some fuckers over the times
there
saying shit like that, but yeah, the Lazy Spoiled Kitty, he, stop playing. No.
But he always, he always made me,
her, so.
yeah, all 3 of you have always included me and made me feel like, you know, like I belong in this and that I'm not, you know,
an outsider, yeah.
Yeah, and like I'm not infringing upon your guys' things. 19 minutes.
Holy fuck.
It's okay.
That's the end right there.
All right, guys.
Nobody's gonna...
Thank you so very much. I hope you guys have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks to all of you.